Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I am Tamika. Get on in here. Y'all get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the den. So, guys, this is my review recap for Allthequeensmen, Season 3, Episode 11, The Ultimate Price. Baby, Madam said, am I really dreaming? Daddy Cadillac said, hell no, girl. Okay, it's not a dream. It's real. I'm sitting up in this bitch. I got my bottom bitch. She about to cook me up some pork chops. Y'all better act like y'all know. And we about to be up out of here, okay? Of course, I was going to come see you and say bye, baby girl, and let you know that I was still alive. Don't cry, don't cry. In the meantime, he said, teamwork make the dream work, okay? You and your sister need to get along and get together and team up, all right? I was dead for 2.5 seconds, and you was over here doing what I told you not to do. She said, well, yeah, I stuck a knife in her chest, but did she die? Now, over on the other side of town, baby, Casanova done got called out, okay? Detective Davis done spilled all the freaking tea, basically confirmed that what Tommy found out was the truth, and he had to go ahead and answer up for this, and, you know, Blue want to act like, you know, I ain't have nothing to do with this, nothing to see here. I said, girl, you was down with it, too. You fell with the okie doke, too, okay? Casanova, you got a break because, you know, of course, we got the cops coming over here trying to take Madam away for what she did to Carla, but she said, I don't give a damn, I don't care, okay, we gonna keep it moving, carry on business as usual. Alfredo, baby, you in danger, okay, they just really keep trying to get at you. We got the ex-girlfriend mama coming around talking about she gonna be talking to the news. Mama, you about to be on a slab, okay, getting buried somewhere right along with your damn daughter. Now, you know, Detective Davis, her back is against the wall, baby. She fighting for her life and her damn job. And, you know, when Madam don't give her the answers that she thinks she need and she deserve and she want, then we over here calling Doc. What he supposed to do, girl, I don't know. Now, in the meantime, you know, freaking Trouble and Champ, they over here, you know, oh God, somebody came and robbed us. Somebody took the money. It got to be Rayshawn. Rayshawn said, baby, I don't want nothing to do with this, okay? I'm out of here. I'm going back to Alabama, okay? Leave me the hell alone. Baby, let's go ahead and get into this episode. Break it on down. Take it from the top. You know how we do. So, y'all, we picked up right where we left off at, okay? Madam came walking up in here, you know, am I dreaming? What the hell is going on? Daddy talking about something. I'm good, and you know, who's these people you walking up in here with? You know, Blue introduces herself, and then when he's saying, who's Tommy? She like, oh, that's Tommy or whatever, and he's like, he can't talk for himself. Tommy talking about, I'm Tommy. So he basically like, well, why the hell you standing there looking goofy like you seen a damn ghost? He said, well, I thought I did, right? And Daddy Cadillac said, look, you ain't have nothing to worry about. I was okay. I had to make moves and make it do what it do. I had to break it down and do it this way so nobody would know what happened. You know, we had my homeboy down the hall that really did have Alzheimer's. He didn't know whether he was coming or going. So poor fool, I actually did him a favor. We went on ahead and slid him in the damn bed. And that's who they basically ends up getting, you know. We did the old bait and switcheroo on their asses, right? So he over here, you know, I got my little nasty bitch, she my bottom bitch, and she gonna take care of me. Got everything, you know what I'm saying, organized and put together. Everything is good now. We straight. And, you know, she gonna get on in there and finish cooking up these damn pork chops. And so he asking Tommy if he ever had a bottom bitch talking about you don't know what you missing. I say, yo, Daddy Cadillac is a freaking mess, y'all. You know, smacking on her on the behind while she walking past or whatever. So, you know, Madam was getting a little emotional, like, I'm just happy that you're alive. And he said, you know we don't play that, okay? Ain't no crying when you damn Madam. And when you my daughter, we gonna get it together. You know, I told you, you gotta be strong and you can't never show your weaknesses out here or whatever, right? And, you know, he told Tommy to go ahead and open up the bag and see what he got in there. He like, that's my stash that I've been holding on to, okay, for a rainy day. And the rainy day is today. So, yeah, we will be up and out of here by tomorrow morning. He said, you know, I was going to stop by, though. I was going to let you know that I was still living. So he told her it's on her now. She got to do what she got to do. He said, but I don't like that shit you did with your sister. What did I tell you, okay? You was never supposed to put no damn hands on her. And the reason why y'all don't get along, and she said, because she's a jealous bitch. He said, nah. He said, don't get me wrong. Yeah, she do be jealous too. But it's basically that you guys are pretty much different sides of the same coin. Y'all exactly alike. Of course, madam don't, agree with that. And he said, what y'all really need to do is team up. Yeah, I get it. This is your muscle and you feel like you got your different guys that hold you down, but nobody's not going to hold you down, you know what I'm saying, like blood. That may end up being foreshadowing, right? Maybe they are going to have to team up, even though madam ain't seeing it for her right now. I don't know. So he was like, yeah, but you still know you wasn't never supposed to be putting your damn hands on her. So since you thought I was up out of here, you thought it was cool all of a sudden. She said, hey, you know damn well, daddy, if I want to kill her, all I had to do was go a couple centimeters to the left and I would have had her up out of here doing a damn double funeral with you, okay? So he started laughing at that and he like, yeah, you got a point there, whatever, right? You probably right. But he basically was like, okay, we're going to carry on business as usual. You're going to have that funeral. You're going to cremate that body and you got to be on your P's and Q's. Now, he does tell her that the cops is going to be at the club waiting for her, which she already pretty much knew that. But she's like, how the hell you know? You know daddy got his ears to the street and he going to be watching and seeing everything that's going on no matter what. So he said, be on the lookout for that and also be on the lookout for Alfredo because they really trying to press and look into him real hard. And we like, yeah, Alfredo could possibly be a liability and definitely a weakness. So we gonna stay on top of that, right? And he basically told Tommy and Blue, like, make sure my daughter is safe, okay? If anything happened to her, it better happen to you too. And they was like, no, no doubt, yes, sir. So he said, okay, that saves me time, that I won't have to send nobody back after ya. Now, over at the club, we setting up everything and we about to, of course, do our dances. We got, Dom on the stage doing the introduction or whatever. We come out. I ain't gonna lie, Amp was looking a little sexy. I don't usually find Amp too sexy, for me, just maybe because of his damn whole attitude. But Amp was definitely giving the sexiness on the stage, okay? So we say we up in the secret garden of Eden in this bitch. Now, as we driving home and leaving, Blue and Tommy is just saying how much respect they have for Daddy Cadillac. And they like, yeah, you just like him and we can see where you get a lot of your ways from. And she's saying how he always think ahead and how it will always be things that he would know that it would be like, well, damn, how the hell, do you know that? So Tommy is basically saying, well, what do you think was going to be, Cartier's next move? And we just talking about the fact that, well, damn, your daddy ain't going and we took out his brother because we thought he was going. So we definitely know he's going to be coming. And why is he being so patient? Why he being so chill? What is he waiting for? So, it's like, come on, madam, think. You got to get inside his head and think the way that he would think. And so she said, well, if it was me, I would probably chill and wait. It could be blowing up the house. It could be blowing up the club. And then she's like, oh, shit, the funeral. That's where they're going to hit, right? So make sure everybody's on high alert. We checking for bombs and all of that good stuff and preparing ourselves just in case he try to show up at the funeral. So we say, okay, we gonna do that. But in the meantime, Detective Davis had basically called and was still waiting there at the damn spot that she told her to meet her. I asked her, girl, how long have you been there? Madam was basically like, girl, I told you I wasn't coming. The hell you thought I was bull crapping? And she like, nah, I really need to see you. I need to tell you this information and I need some damn bread, okay? I need some cheese. Come on over here. So Madam was like, how far away, from there? And they said about 25 minutes. Now, in the meantime, Dom comes and was like, yo, I'm not Blue or Tommy to Alfredo and was like, you got somebody, outside the door. She like, I'm here by myself. He asking who it is and she like, what did I say? So he go out there and come to find out his old girl mama talking about, yo, I know you know something. Please tell me what's going on. Tell me what happened to my daughter. You was the last person that seen her. She like, yeah, that's what her father told me, that you said you didn't know nothing, but I don't believe you. And of course, he's just telling her over and over, like, I'm sorry, ma'am, but I really don't know nothing. I don't got nothing to do with this. And we pretty much still had, a back and forth between the guys where, Babyface was trying to ask Doc about Teresa, and he got mad about that. Like, why the hell you asking me about that? Do you want me to knock you out again? You know, they arguing back and forth. And then when old Dirty D come in the locker room, which I'm not mad at him because I don't care, because I don't like Dirty D, and we all know that he's trifling. They don't know it's trifling. How trifling he is, but we know Babyface don't be feeling him. So he start coming at him, but some of the other guys was just like, yo, stop hating. Why you always got to be on some bull crap? And of course, Amp don't like him either. So Amp was basically just, co-signing it. And Dirty D was like, what I got to do to be down with y'all, man? It's really like that. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's really like that. Anyway, Alfredo had basically end up just walking back in from Mama and was like, I don't know nothing. And she started talking about how she gonna go to the papers, the police, and anybody that will listen. I said, well, lady, you must be just want to sign your death warrant. Now, freaking Trouble and Champ dumb behinds, he got an alarm system and he realized that somebody done broke in his house, but he basically like, we can't leave from here. And Trouble's like, hell to the year, we gonna leave from here. We gonna go through the back, go see what's going on with this money. Like, are you serious? Come on. Because he was saying how he had it well hid and nobody wasn't going to be able to find it or touch it where it's at. And basically she like, nah, we ain't going to take no chances. If anything, we just have to sneak through the back. And we have to be back by the time it's time to do the count or whatever. I said, okay, y'all, we shall see. I figured it might have been Tandy and her people actually breaking up in there to get the damn money back for a minute. So Madam does decide, like, okay, it's 25 minutes away, to where Davis is at. Let's go see what this chick is talking about, since she keep calling and saying this info she have. So she want to know how much the info was worth and saying she really needs to get, like I said, some more money. And Madam is like, tell me the info first and then we'll see if it's actually worth something. So first we was all talking about, as Madam had mad jokes coming in talking about, is this where you live? And she was saying she's suspended. So Madam was like, well, shit, you may be living here soon, then you may be without a job. So, she was like, I'm basically being set up. And she said, well, being set up for what? She said, I need something to be able to have some leverage because I have no idea where the hell all these emails came from that's showing, basically you in these different places. And on top of that, your sister, basically is gonna have you arrested and they pressing charges. So she said, well, I know about that already. I'm still waiting for information I don't know. Oh, well, Casanova is a cop. Oh, I know that too. I need something else. So she said, nah, well, he has an informant, another dancer that's still in the inside, a guy that pretended to kill him and shoot him and kill him, but really he's still alive. So bingo, that was basically the confirmation because, Tommy knows, but Tommy still hadn't gave her the info because we still wanted to wait and go ahead and be able to, talk to Dirty D when we got back to the club. So she was like, yeah, he's been working with the DA the whole time. So now this kind of piques, Madam's interest, where she like, okay, and what else you got? And Davis wanted to know, like, do you know the person that's behind these emails? She said, yeah, I do. So at first Davis is like, wait, did you do this? Was it you setting me up the whole time? Is it Alfego? Because I know he can hack into anything. And Madam is basically like, nah, boo, it's not. Okay. She was like, it's actually, because she told her, like, listen, tell me who the hell it was so I could go ahead and take them out. And Madam was like, oh, word, you going to do that? So she said, hell to the year if it's somebody that's sitting here messing up my freaking life and putting stuff against me. She said they got a lot of stuff, that they piling up, but everything they have is circumstantial. And she brung up the whole thing with the mayor and how when he gets through the election, he's basically going to be helping the DA to bring Madam down. And Madam is like, Tandy's husband? She was like, yep, sure is. So she like, okay, I see ya. All right, I could deal with that. I could work with that, and she telling her she running out of time. But Madam said, I'm on my own time, okay? People that run out of time is simple hoes like you. So Davis is just like, okay, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, can you help me or not, right? And who is this person that did this? Because like I said, she basically is saying that she will take them out in 2.5 seconds, okay? She's a detective, she's a killer, she's the veteran, so she got the background. So She says, well, he calls himself the concierge and he's out in Mexico right now. Davis wanted to know when he was going to be back. And she said, well, I don't know, the exact time. And Davis said, well, let me know when he does because I'll be the first one on him. She talking about something, you think so? She said, well, okay, if you going to take him out the way you say you are and you going to be on it like that, we definitely can have another conversation and I'll update you on what I think is worth. And she basically, meeting finished, right? Finito, we done. So she's like, wait, what do you mean? And still trying to talk to Madam. And of course, Blue had to step in front and was like, that's the end of the meeting, girl, okay? Nothing else to see here. So when she leaves, we see Davis dialing up the phone. And later we end up seeing that she, is calling Doc and telling him she need to see him. He over here thinking she calling because she want him to give her some. He talking about he don't do it for free. And she like, boy, I'm talking about info that could save your damn life. Now, in the meantime, Trouble and Champ Dumbehinds get back to the house. The house is all freaking flipped. Okay, Peyton's hanging to the damn side. And of course, they done found the money that he put in the wall. He making it seem like it would be so hard for them to... How many movies and TV shows have we seen where they moved that damn grate and they found the money in the back of the damn wall? Like, obviously, they done torched your whole place and was looking in the refrigerator and everywhere. They over here talking about it gotta be Rashawn. You think he did it? And Champ, yep, it had to be him because we can't think of nobody else and nobody knew about the damn wall. And so... just as they saying that, Rashawn calls up on the phone and they basically like play it off, act calm or whatever, right? And they asking him where he at and he's like, yo, I can't do it. This ain't for me. Hell no, I'm not going to be going back to that club. I'm leaving. I'm about to move back down to Alabama. I don't want no parts of this. They over here like, well, what about the money? Rashawn said, keep the money. He don't want to touch none of the money. They like, nah, you got to take some of the money because... what they did to you. He said, no, I don't want nothing to do with that. And he's basically saying how he deleted Tandy's husband. But, Trouble was telling him, like, nah, you didn't. He actually is still alive. And he's like, he is. He said, well, I don't care. I'm not coming back there. Obviously, Rashawn did not do this. Rashawn was all broke up. Like, y'all really don't got the sense that God gave a roach if y'all think Rashawn came back and faked the damn robbery and then gonna call y'all to be like, I'm on my way to Alabama. They sitting here saying how they gotta go ahead and track them down. I said, man, they damn slower than damn Rashawn is if they really was thinking that because it just didn't even make no type of sense. Now... of course, at this point, Blue and Tommy and them is having a conversation in the car where he's apologizing to Madam and she like, nah, ain't no damn apologies. Like, how the hell somebody slipped past you and was able to tell you there's a special kind of gun with a special kind of bullets and it's not going to make them, bleed. And he was like, well, Blue over here laughing like dumbass, and he was like, you was believing the story too, and she gonna talk about something. No, she wasn't. Yes, you was, Blue. You was acting like you was damn impressed about it. And even when you saying you looked it up after the fact and you didn't see anything that came up across about that, did you come back to him? Y'all knew that y'all had a damn tracker on it, and y'all basically, like I said, both, in my opinion, have been dropping the damn balls on your job, pause. But you ain't been on top of stuff the way you supposed to, and now you want to laugh at him and put it on him, but y'all both was being dumb about it, right? And so Madam was like, I don't give a damn about all that right now. All I know is that, no, you're not going to take him out because we're going to have him bring the white boy to me, right? And we going to take everybody down when I say we going to take them down. So now... Madam called a meeting, so she telling the fillers when they come in and do their payout, they got to stick around for a minute. Of course, mainly one thing, she wants to come in and just tell all of them about the funeral and the fact that her dad passed. They say they gonna be there, the next day. She like, don't worry about it, I'm good, or whatever the case may be. He was an old man, we all gotta go one day, right? And then they end up telling everybody else that they could leave and that they need to go ahead and speak to Dirty D. And they telling him, Madam telling him, you about to get this promotion and go ahead back to my office and wait for me. So he like, oh, great. And she's saying, do you still have that gun? That was pretty impressive. Can you get me more? And he's like, yeah, I could get you more. I appreciate it, Madam. Yeah, I'll be trying to do the best that I could do. So he's like, I got it, guys. She like, okay, where you get this from? He's talking about some New Orleans. So she like, okay, cool. Work that out for me. Set that up. And he like, I got you. So... when they take him to the quote-unquote office, of course, it's down where we do our business at. Okay, this our other office. And Madam said, this is the real office, right? And so when he first down there with Tommy, he like getting a little nervous, like, what's going on here? Why am I here? At the same time, we see Alfredo go home, and he's basically getting a live stream of what's happening and seeing Tommy and Dirty D down inside the basement talking or whatever, right? In real life time, and hearing everything that they saying. So obviously Concierge is probably sending this through to him again or whatever, the hackers. And we got Doc and them waiting outside the club for them to get ready to get up out of here or whatever. And that's when Detective Davis had called him, and he like, well, you know, you got my money. And she like, dude, this ain't about money. Like, excuse me. She was like, I ain't talking about giving you no damn ass. I'm talking about, you know, info that could possibly damn help you, okay? So, you know, I'm talking about information, so just stop, cut it out. I'm going to send you the address and you meet me there. So he like, shit, you know, just as that's happening, we have the cops pull up, and of course they here to arrest Madam, saying they got a warrant or whatever for what she did to Carla. So they like, well, I don't know. I ain't seen her, okay? She ain't here, and I don't see no warrants either, so we ain't paying you no mind. But because Madam and them is down dealing with damn, you know, Dirty D, and saying, oh, so this is the weapon? You got the weapon on you? Let me see. And he's saying, yeah. And she looking at the, you know, piece, and she checking the bullets, and she's saying, these look like regular old bullets to me. I don't see nothing special about them. He said, yeah, it's on the inside. Okay, we gonna see. Pop! You know, shoot his damn behind, and he falling down. Oh my God, oh my God. And she like, shit, look like real blood to me too. Sure enough, do look like you bleeding out. So of course, because the cops was standing out there talking with them, they hear the shots, and they like, is that shots? And you know, Babyface go, no, I'm sorry, Midnight go walking in or whatever to go check, and they basically like, you know, oh, you can't, you know, just walk in like that. You can't leave. And he like, you know, watch me or whatever, right? And they over here calling for damn backup. And so that's the only thing that kind of saved Dirty D for a minute, because he ends up coming in like, yo, the police is out there to arrest you. And they, you know, essentially heard the daggone shot. So she like, okay, they here to get me. Then let me go head out there to them, right? And so when she come out, you know, they like, we have this warrant for your arrest or whatever. And she like, okay, here I am. And we go ahead and put her in handcuffs. And of course, you got Babyface like, Madam. And she like, it's all good, Babyface. It's going to be handled, okay? I ain't worried, so don't you worry. And that was basically how the episode ended, y'all. You know, of course, we know she going to get up out of jail. And we know we going to have this funeral. And we know people going to come at her at the funeral, just like she said. So, y'all, what did y'all think about this episode? What do y'all think? You know, we going to go ahead and do what Tommy and Blue. Do y'all feel like they dropped the ball, or do y'all feel like, you know, it ain't their fault? Okay, they just was doing the best that they could and was going by the information they had. I also forgot to mention that it was, of course, Madam all along that had took the money back from Trouble and Champ and just told them, like, y'all messing up my plan, because I'm planning on this damn mayor, you know, being a big help to me and helping me to be able to run the city and have somebody inside my pocket. So what y'all gonna do is go back and give every single last dime back to her. She had already promised, you know, Rayshawn $100,000 for what he went through, because now we want to act like we care about him and say, oh, well, what about Rayshawn and what they did to him? And he deserved money. And then she was like, yeah, he gonna get his, but what y'all gonna do is take back every single last dime. Every single last dime? Yeah, every single last damn dime that y'all took with y'all freaking fast behinds, okay? And I think that's exactly what they deserve, because they were stupid as freaking hell, yeah. But anyway, y'all, put it in the comments. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, all that good stuff. Give me a wave. Let me know you came by. Put some flames up in the sky. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you are so inclined. Till next time, y'all. Toodaloo.